Good day, ma'am. Good day, classmates. This is our report of Group 5. Our topic is all about motor learning theories. So, we have three topics about motor learning theory. It is schema theory, dynamical system theory, and ecological approach theory. Our first topic is all about schema theory. The definition or background. Schema theory states that all knowledge is organized into units. Within these units of knowledge or schemata is restored information. For example, the tree is represent the units of knowledge or the schemata, and the fruits inside the tree is represent the stored information or the prior knowledge on the experiences. Then is a generalized description or conceptual system for understanding knowledge, how knowledge is representing and how it is used. In generalized description, the schema can be recognized in two ways. First is how knowledge is present the origin or the source of the schema. Second is how it is used result of the schema in and how you will apply on this particular situation. In other terms, the production of movements pattern involves a generalized motor program or JMP. A set of motor commands that is specified before movement's initiation, that is retrieved from memory and then adapted to particular situation. The JMP is necessary in creating a movement pattern. It is the initial recreation before creating a certain movement. It is retrieved or recalled from experience and then applied into a new situation. So let's move on into the brief origin and the founder. Richard Schmidt in 1975 proposed the schema theory for motor control, suggesting in opposition to closed-loop theories that a motor program containing general rules can be applied to different environmental or situational contexts via the environment of open-loop control process and JMPs. The schema theory challenges the closed-loop theories and was developed by Schmidt in 1977. He suggested that motor program can be used clustered and are changeable to respond to the situation. The next is connect to dance, sports, and exercise. For example, dance. Example is performing hip-hop dance 1 week before the presentation. They practice for their movements and stepping for the presentation. It is an example of because they already memorized the stepping for their dance. The presentation, including planning and practice before the presentation, is the JMP. So, the day of presentation, they have recalled the steppings and movements because it became stored information. The next example is sports. Example, if we heard a whistle from a referee in a basketball game, we already know that there is a violation or timeout. The whistle that we heard the referee executed gives you the idea that there is something happening during the game. Kasi nare-realize mo na may violation or timeout because may nare-retrieve ka na memory about sa referee na nagbe-blow ng whistle during the game before. The last example is exercise. As a beginner in a gym, we are not allowed to directly use heavyweight equipment in the gym like dumbbell, barbell, power tower, etc. Even if you're still a beginner, you still have prior knowledge about workouts planned in gym. So you have to do the basic first, like warm up, and you acquire it through your prior knowledge or the stored information. So let's move on to the strengths of schema theory. First is useful in explaining cognitive processes. Schema theory focuses on cognitive learnings like perpetual long-term memory, which help to easily to adapt or catch up since you have experienced it already. The next is explain reconstructive nature of memory, like eyewitness testimony and stereotyping, etc. It is support reconstructive nature of memory, which is influence or various cognitive process like reflection and beliefs. So let's move on to the weaknesses of schema theory. First is schema is too vague. So it means is unsure and uncertain. Next is unsure how they are acquired, because it is provides few detailed process assumption, not testable and proven as a scientific theory. And the last part is schema focus too much on inaccurate memory recall. Just like the first weakness, that schema is too vague. It is unclear since not all memories we can recall are detailed.